Are you looking for the best binoculars for every type? In this video we will look at some of the 15 best binoculars for every type on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Athlon Optics Midas G2 8x42 UHD Binocular. If you're looking for a pair of binoculars that will serve you well in a variety of scenarios and destinations, this is the model for you. Its 8x magnification and 42mm objective lens diameter are what most experts recommend for general use, including wildlife viewing. And it has an especially wide field of view that lets you take in an entire scene, great for concerts or sporting events. What's more, the deep high relief of 17.2mm makes these binoculars work well for users who wear glasses. But what really makes this pair of binoculars stand out is the construction. This is a durable, waterproof, and fog-proof device, and a lightweight one at that. It'll perform just fine on a rainy safari day or a splashy zodiac excursion in Antarctica, and you needn't worry about dusty days in the desert mucking up the delicate inner workers of the lenses. Plus, the rubber armor coating makes these binoculars pretty shock-proof, too, so you don't need to be afraid of accidental bumps as you tote them around the world. Number 2. Nikon Aculon A211 8x42. It's true that most good binoculars are pretty expensive, but it's possible to find models that don't sacrifice quality for price. Nikon's Aculon A211 8x42 hits the mark, offering solid optics. It notably has a wide field of view that work well in a range of settings, whether you're birding or on a safari, and they're lightweight enough for easy transportation, though they do come with a tripod mount if you prefer to keep your device a little more stable. Note that a Nikon adapter is necessary to use these binoculars with most tripods. What this pair of binoculars does sacrifice, however, is weatherproofing. This model is not waterproof or fog-proof, so you'll want to take extra good care of them while traveling. And if you wear glasses, you might want to choose another pair, as these binoculars have shallow eye relief that isn't the most compatible with wearing glasses. Number 3. Swarovski L8.5x42. Leave it to crystal company Swarovski to develop binoculars with a lens so precise it feels as if they crispen and brighten the scene in front of you. That's what makes these incredibly powerful binoculars worth the splurge. Overall, they have pretty standard specs for general use binoculars, but it's really the clarity and brightness that take them to the next level. They're even great to use in low light at dusk and dawn, which is ideal for safaris. That's when animals are typically the most active. These binoculars also go above and beyond with the deep high relief of 19mm, so they're easy to use with glasses. They're also waterproof to a depth of 13 feet. While we think 8x magnification is the best measurement for general use, Swarovski also makes a version of these binoculars with 10x magnification. While that does give you even more zoom power, that model comes with a narrower field of view, making it more difficult to find what you're looking for. Number 4. Vortex Viper HD 10x42 Binoculars. Binoculars are an essential tool for a safari, as animals don't always approach you out in the bush. That's why we've opted for a higher magnification pair of binoculars to bring the locals, or at least a view of them, closer to you. This model has high-quality optics that allow you to watch wildlife in HD, as well as a durable body that's lightweight, waterproof, fog-proof, and scratch-resistant. All things you want during a safari, as conditions can get challenging at times. The one tricky thing about the 10x magnification is that it's easy to use with still targets. That means if lions are on a hunt, it'll be tougher to track them with these binoculars. However, once they've made their kill, you can get up close and personal with the scene, from a safe distance. Of course, Vortex also makes the same binoculars with 8x magnification if you'd prefer a wider field of view, which could be helpful for scenes like river crossings during the Great Migration. Number 5. Vortex Optics Razor UHD Binoculars. Binoculars are an essential tool in a birder's kit, and this pair is among the best for the activity. The UHD in its name stands for Ultra High Definition, which means its image quality is exceptional for viewing small details. The feathers on a bird, for example. The images you see through the lenses are bright and crisp, even in low light. We also love its wide field of view, which makes tracking flying birds a breeze. If you'd prefer a stronger magnification, these binoculars do come in 10x42 configuration, though you lose some of that wide field of view, and you may have to contend with a little more shakiness. Number 6. Tasco Essentials Binoculars 8x42 Roof Prism. For first-time birders not yet ready to commit to a high-end pair of binoculars, or any birder on a budget, this affordable pair still provides you with both a detailed magnified view and a bright, color-true image. As a relatively lightweight pair of binoculars, they are easy to use for long periods of time without wearing your arms out. For birders who spend quite a bit of time peering through binoculars, that's a very welcome thing. They're also ideal for taking on the go in terms of their durability. They have weather-resistant housing, which means you can use them in less than ideal weather conditions. The only downside is the neck strap could be a little more robust, but there is the option of attaching a chest harness instead. Number 7. Celestron SkyMaster 25x100 Binocular. Telescopes are the go-to observation tool for stargazing, but binoculars are also an option, as some people find it more comfortable to use both eyes rather than just one. For looking at the cosmos, we recommend a pair of binoculars specifically designed for the job, particularly since what you're looking at is much farther away than wildlife or landscapes are. That's why we've selected this model, which has a whopping 25x magnification power with a 100mm objective lens. These are very, very large and heavy binoculars. But because they're so big, they're extremely powerful, and they'll give you great views of objects in the night sky. And if you really wanted to zoom in on a faraway point on the Earth's surface, you can do that, too. Most people who use binoculars for stargazing also mount them on a tripod, so you can opt for higher-powered, heavier, and sturdier binoculars within your budget to help you gaze deeper into the solar system and even at some deep space objects, says Valerie Stimac, founder of Space Tourism Guide. And that's crucial with these behemoths. Number 8. Nox Provision Standard Issue 8x25 Waterproof Binoculars. There are two main factors to consider when picking out a pair of hiking binoculars: size and durability. This pair hits both marks, and it comes in at a great value. The binoculars are compact and lightweight for portability, and they are waterproof, fog-proof, and covered by impact-absorbing housing. So when you're in rugged terrain, these binoculars can handle anything thrown their way. And they're also covered by a lifetime warranty. On a less technical note, we love that these come in 10 fun colors, not to mention their unique textured pattern on the casing. They're quite design-forward compared to most binoculars. Number 9. Canon 10x42L Image Stabilization Waterproof Binoculars. One of the trickiest things about strong magnification in binoculars is that it becomes difficult to keep the image stabilized given how zoomed in it is. Fortunately, you can eliminate that problem with a pair of image stabilizing binoculars, which have a gyroscope and actuators that compensate for any shakiness. For this type, we like Canon's 10x42L's WP binoculars. They're powerful enough to use for stargazing, but not so overwhelming in size and magnification as many stargazing pairs. They're great for wildlife spotting, too, whether you're backyard bird watching or going on a safari. Plus, they're waterproof for extra durability. The one trade-off for the image stabilizing capability is that the binoculars require batteries, and they do consume energy rapidly. This also makes them a bit heavier than traditional binoculars. Number 10. Z-Teru ED 8x25 Binoculars. Compact binoculars are ideal for people who are frequently on the go, or people whose arms get tired after holding up a full-size pair for too long. This model might be tiny, weighing just 10.9 ounces, but its optics are strong, providing exceptionally clear and bright images. They have durable waterproof casing, making them great for traveling as well. They also have an impressively wide field of view for compact binoculars, 6.8 degrees. That makes them work for both safaris and birdwatching. They meet all the requirements for an excellent pair of compact birding binoculars, plus they won't break the bank, says Poppy, who uses them as her main pair of birding binoculars. Number 11. Think Peak Toys Binoculars for Kids. Binoculars are difficult instruments to master, even for adults. So when shopping for younger children, you'll want to buy a model designed for their little faces and hands. Think Peak Kids binoculars are relatively realistic children's binoculars compared to most toy models, with 8x magnification and an objective lens diameter of 21 mm, but they're designed with colorful grips to help small hands hold tight. The manufacturer recommends this toy for kids ages 4 and up, though we think it might be difficult for younger children to focus the lens. Because everyone's vision is different, it's hard to adjust binoculars for other people, especially when the binoculars may be too narrow for your face. Number 12. Adasan 12x42 High Definition Binoculars. If you plan on using your binoculars to take close-up photos and videos, this is a budget-friendly pair with phone and tripod adapters to help you accomplish those goals. The phone adapter allows you to attach your phone to the binoculars with the camera lens lined up with the binoculars eyepiece. Once you get the focus down, you can take photos through your binoculars with ease. It's much less difficult than freehanding. Because the magnification is 12x, we do recommend using the tripod to avoid any shakiness that could blur your photos. It's harder to keep higher magnification binoculars still. Number 13. Arant 2x54 Ultra Wide-Angle Binoculars. Wide-angle binoculars like this pair might look a little funny compared to more standard binoculars, but they do have a specific purpose: stargazing. Because their field of view is 36 degrees, you can see wide swaths of the night sky, which is ideal for looking at whole constellations instead of individual stars. They're also good for brightening up fainter stars, allowing you to see more of the cosmos than you would with the naked eye. You can also use them for other purposes, such as concerts or high-speed sporting events. You won't be able to see as many details as you would with high-powered magnification, but you'd get an improved view of the entire stage or playing field, or course, or arena. Or number 14. Hexum Night Vision Goggles. Night Vision Binoculars. Whether you're on a night drive on safari or you're curious about the reflective eyes in the woods behind your house at night, these night vision binoculars can help you see in the dark. The binoculars actually see in infrared rather than visible light. There are 7 infrared levels for setting your optics. Choose the right level based on the amount of ambient light wherever you are. Higher levels brighten images more. What's more, these binoculars can actually take photos and videos and store them on a 32 GB memory card. Just keep in mind that these binoculars require AA batteries to operate, so always keep spares on hand. Number 15. Nikon ProStaff 3's 8x42 Binoculars. When you're ready to graduate from your beginner binoculars and upgrade to the next level, this is the pair to buy. We'd also argue that they're a solid pair of beginner binoculars if you have the budget for them. Between sharp optics, a lightweight body, and a durable, rubber-armored coating, they're great for taking with you on the go, no matter where you're headed or what you're using the binoculars for. We also love that the binoculars are waterproof and have a deep eye relief that's helpful for people who wear glasses. We'd still buy these binoculars if they were more expensive. They're worth it.